Hello, it's D&D night on Powerword Casual.
Dang it.
What are you saying, Ian?
I am saying, there we go. You and Naoma got flipped somehow. It's fixed.
Oh,
It's fixed now.
that was see, I know these sounds now. That was the stream's broken sound. So I
Yep.
just, Okay, so anyway, yes, hello, welcome to our D&D stream, the one we do weekly with our friends here. My name is Ark. I am your dungeon master. And we have here, in no particular order, Brian as Clyde, the master of stealth and surprise. He's stealth. Where'd he go? I don't know. Tom as Naoma, the Serenader of the Undead. Off screen. Yep. Hello.
Trying to steal
Very
my
good.
stealth thunder.
Yep.
There's just 2 hand puppets this game. Just
We could do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm not moving. Mine's just going to be here the whole time.
Okay. Yeah. We got Sean as Threnton, the Holy Shield. Yeah. Good. Okay. All right. And last but not least, Ian as Jeff, the fighter who knows not sleeves.
Hello.
Have you ever had sleeves, Jeff?
No, Jeff. Jeff has not had sleeves since the very first session that I played this character years ago in a different campaign. It was just like that was before almost anything else about Jeff was decided. No sleeves.
He hates sleeves, but now he's free.
Mm-hmm.
There are no sleeves on Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
There are no
There are no
sleeves on
sleeves to
Jeff.
hold me down. To make me sad. To make me frown. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, we gotta make Jeff a theme song now.
I remember my classics.
To make you sweat
Ah,
or make you, I don't know.
shit.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Fret? It's fret.
Fret's
Fret,
good.
there it is.
To make
Okay,
you
yep.
fret or make you frown.
Yeah,
There we
that's a word. Okay.
I like making it sweat. That's like, yeah. Done.
We'll
done
workshop.
with
We'll
this.
workshop this a little more later. All right, cool. So, yes, welcome to this. It's D&D. We're all here. We meet our party, or we join our party rather, midday in the middle of the jungle. The sky is obscured by foliage.
Mm-hmm.
You are joined by Musharib, your guide, as well as your new friend Peanut Butter Brownie.
Peanut Butter Brownie.
I forgot what we named it.
I completely forgot that.
How could you forget?
Because I'm supposed to. 'Cause I'm the DM.
That's true.
I'm here to serve you.
Thank
So yes, middle of the woods. You have just joined forces with a Triceratops that was getting harassed by some undead. You see ahead of you this trail that these undead have been traveling along. It is strewn with bones, but it is a trail. You notice.
Trail of Bones?
I mean, like it's a walking trail first and foremost, but now it has like a now it is paved with bones. It's a
And
little-
extra wide.
Yeah, it's wider now in places because of your friend who very effectively clears through the brush
Yeah, that's just
Is it-
handy.
when frightened.
Sweet. That is handy.
Is it headed north, south, or east, west?
This is headed towards the southwest.
I think this is going the direction we need to go.
It's actually doing the hand puppet thing.
Leah's doing the hand puppet thing.
Yep.
I'm furious.
Thornton would like to rage.
Can I go re-level my class so I can get a level in Barbarian, please?
We'll talk later.
And
We'll work
just
up the theme
unleash it
song.
on
We'll get
Naoma.
Thornton.
All right.
Yes. All right. So yeah. the forest is alive with the sound of jungle creatures.
So wait, you said it's headed southwest?
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of, we need to go in the we need to go southeast.
I mean,
I
we
think it
might
was
as well
incorrect.
follow a path if it's here instead of trudging through the woods.
Yeah.
What if it's taking us in the wrong direction?
Yeah, but maybe in a curve. We can follow it for a little bit. It's still southward. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
Do we think Peanut Butter Brownie knows the way?
I don't think that we could communicate to Peanut Butter Brownie what we actually want.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Sorry.
Does anyone have speak with anime?
Speak with anime. No.
I do not.
No,
No.
that's not in my bag of tricks.
Okay.
All right. Well, we gotta try. Well, yeah. I say, yeah. Let's just keep headed. Let's head down this trail, see where it goes. Worst, maybe worst case scenario, we use our, pack animal / skitter with horns and make a new path through the jungle.
Yeah, if we follow this for
Yeah.
like an hour and it looks like it's going in the complete wrong direction, we just hop on Peanut Butter and just point and go.
I'm in.
But for
I'm
now,
into
we
it.
can keep him safe.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when we can plan ahead of time.
Yes.
You keep yelling at me about plans,
Yes.
but sometimes they just have to happen on the fly, Jeffrey.
I mean, yeah, but we had this step. The plan doesn't need to be super, it doesn't need to have like a million steps, but like if we talk about step 1, I'm happy.
All right, step 1. I'm probably going to do something silly next time we have something going on. There you go. We did it. Teamwork, baby.
We did it.
I can't argue with that. I said it only needed a step 1, and it has been provided
Correct.
to me. So
Yeah.
yep.
So does Peanut Butter Brownie have a like a harness and a saddle or anything like that on him still? I know he's been running around for a while. Has that fallen off?
Peanut Butter Brownie does have a set of reins. They are pretty well worn. But yeah, last time as the dinosaur was trying to escape all the undead, you did notice that it has reins.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no like no saddle or anything on its back. It just has the.
No.
Okay. We gotta kill us something and make a saddle.
Yeah, if we kill some more raptors, we skin them. We can get some raptor leather. I can get
Are
some
there
more
any-
raptor meat.
Are there any raptors in the area?
Use your
Are
channel.
there
to
any
get me
raptors in the house?
Yeah.
Hey, raptors! Oh, can we bait them? Like leave some meat?
I mean, we're meat.
Yeah, but we're not like.
So you're saying we could skin Clyde?
No.
I stealth.
Fuck, where'd he go?
But no, I mean, like, if we wanted to, if we wanted to bait a predatory animal, I think just sticking one of us out in the woods for an hour would probably do it. If we wanted,
I mean, let's just go for now.
Yeah.
And then if we encounter something to fashion something, we'll figure out at that point.
Love it.
Are any of us particular? I know we can't speak with Peanut Butter Brownie, but are any of us particularly proficient in, handling animals?
No, but I feel lucky.
No, and I don't feel lucky.
I have a driver's license.
That is true.
You do. Jeff doesn't know this.
I don't know that. I don't know it. Wait, like a driver's license? Like, what do you mean?
I got it in Avernus.
What is it?
It's proof that I know how to drive.
Proof.
Okay.
Air quotes.
I guess so
yeah.
far, yeah. So far, that
Remember
sounds like
that-
the best, the best option.
Remember that tormentor thing we were talking about earlier?
Vaguely, yeah.
It's related to that. He needed a license to be able to drive a tormentor. So legally down there, he was the only one of us that was allowed to drive it.
Well, our other friend who you haven't met, she was also able to drive it, but she's still down there doing stuff, and she pops in from time to time. You might meet her someday.
Okay. She
There's a
seems neat.
distinct smell of toenails when she arrives.
Yeah, burnt toenails. If you smell burnt toenails, you either are having a stroke or she's on her way.
Is that
Or
I don't-
she's already here.
like I don't?
She's not the one that smells like it, though.
Okay,
That's just what
I
it smells
didn't-
like down there.
I didn't want to sound rude, but that was a question. Like, yeah, is
Oh.
it her or is
I mean,
it
at a
just
certain
or is it
point-
the 9 hells?
At a certain
It's a
point,
nine
like,
house.
can you separate the two? Like,
I mean, you tell me. You.
I mean, how long did we smell like burnt toenails? Did no one tell us we smelled like burnt toenails?
well, when
came
you
back?
smell like it, you just stop noticing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You guys
Gross.
didn't. You guys didn't smell
Did-
like burnt toenails when I met you. So
Well,
It's good
we
news
that was
there.
Oh,
much
that's
later.
nice.
Yeah,
Did we smell like burnt toenails the entire time we were talking to Commander Quell?
probably.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why they
God.
didn't like us.
Oh no. Okay, well, anyways, I guess I'm gonna try to climb up Peanut Butter Brownie's side and take the reins. Be like, I guess I'm somewhat able to work with animals. Maybe I'll try to guide
You work with bones.
through the forest.
Okay.
Is this a he or a she? I'm like on top now, leaning over, be like, how do I refer to this
Can I?
thing?
So when you approach the Triceratops, it tilts its head and kind of offers one of its horns for you to help you hop onto its back.
Oh, I'm sure this will go great. I will grab the horn and try to climb up.
Okay. Yeah. It actually pulls you up a little bit. It kind of helps you stay stable as you climb up there, and you're able to get onto its back.
She's like, whoa, oh, thank you. I've got like, I'm putting like my foot on its nose and then like just above its eye and like trying to really clumsily get up on top of it.
Okay.
Yep. All right. I'll just pat it on the side, like on its neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did it.
Give me an animal handling.
19.
Excellent.
Sick.
The has Naoma ever ridden a horse?
Yes, maybe a handful of times maximum.
All right. So this is like you think about those times that you have ridden a horse, and this is actually easier. Like the dinosaur is actually pretty happy to oblige. It almost seems like it knows like where you want to go, or maybe your goals are just aligned. You're not sure.
So I'm sitting how you would normally ride a horse. I'm just on the Triceratops. Like, this is kind of wide. I'm gonna sit and like switch side saddle.
Like sit cross-legged.
I'd
It'll
be
be
able to,
comfy.
Yeah.
No, this is fine. I'm gonna sit side saddle.
All right.
All right.
And just trust that it's going where I want it to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk alongside it for now. I don't want to hop up on it yet.
All right.
I'll ride it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it's already moving down the trail under Naoma's direction. It doesn't seem to notice you approaching it.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on its side gently.
Okay.
And then grab onto some of its plates and climb up.
Okay. The dinosaur keeps walking. Give me acrobatics just for the heck of it.
21.
How many backflips do you do?
2.5. Wait, no, that would mean I land on my head.
Well, you
Two
land into a
complete
tumble.
one. Three
2.
complete.
you
Okay,
do two.
yeah.
Then
Yeah,
into
you
a
hop-
tumble seated.
You hop onto its back, and you end
Did
up
it.
right behind Naoma. And it doesn't seem to react. It just keeps walking.
Sweet. I did it. Here.
Welcome to the sandwich. Brownie. It's a brownie, not a peanut butter sandwich.
Do you know
Yeah.
what this is?
You know what a sandwich is, Naoma? Don't answer that question.
Do you know what a brownie is?
I've heard of them. I've never
It's
had
not
them.
soup.
Oh.
Can be sometimes.
Disconnection, it's
You
called.
did it to yourself.
All right. Anyway, I will walk. Though looking at peanut butter brownie, like, does it look like all four of us could fit if we squeezed onto their back?
You get the impression that maybe 3 or 4 of you can fit.
Okay.
We do have Musharib with us.
Yeah.
There's 5 of us.
Yeah. So
Unless we
Okay,
want to
Musharib
just tell him to, head on back to the city.
We're just gonna kick our guide out and not pay him. I don't think that's gonna go very well.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna go well either. I
I'll
also
let
don't
you
think...
do that negotiation. Have fun.
No, I don't want to. I was just saying if we all wanted to ride, one of us needs to go.
You're just talking about
Clyde-
Musharib like this.
Clyde and I
Now
are
you-
up here.
You're like, should we get rid of him? He's like right next to you.
I'll turn and be like, I don't really mean that, but sure. I'm sorry.
Actually, when you go to do that, he's not there.
He's already left us.
what?
Musharib is not there.
I'll pull on the reins.
Where is he?
That's a good question.
Anyone seen Musharib?
I have not.
I wasn't specifically paying attention to him, but now I'm like,
I think,
where?
like you saw, you're pretty sure you saw him a couple minutes ago.
Can I do a perception roll to see if I see him?
Yes.
I will also take a look.
I'm a percept.
I'm not looking around because I'm lost in thought trying to figure out a problem.
Mod 20.
I'm over here like,
2 of us are on. No, one of us is not. How do we cross the river with all 3 of us? Oh no, mine. Oh wait. It looked like it's a 1, but I guess it's a 19, so I got a 23.
Yeah, I got a nat 20 for a 27.
Glad would you get?
A mod 20.
Okay, you all except for Thranton. When you realize that Musharib isn't there, you kind of put it together that you'd heard a couple seconds ago, kind of a twig snapping sound behind you.
I guess I'll try to identify where it came from.
Yeah.
You're still in the back of the dinosaur.
Yeah. See if I can see any brush in the movement in the brush or anything.
You scan the edges of the trail here, and you don't see anything in the brush alongside.
Okay. I'd like to. I'll backtrack a little bit. I mean, we can't have moved far up the trail, right?
How fast does this thing move?
Yeah, I mean, you since you heard the sound, I mean, you've moved. You've probably been moving at about walking speed. The dinosaur isn't beaten beat.
Okay, and you said how long ago did we notice that sound?
It was a couple minutes ago before you put it together that Musharib was missing.
Oh, we are not great traveling companions. Okay. I'll
To be fair, he hasn't been a very good guide.
I mean, I'll take your word for it. But yeah, I'll backtrack a little bit. Trying because like I heard a twig snap. I didn't hear like the sound of an albino dwarf being eaten, or so.
Is that what it sounds like, though? You don't know.
I mean,
What is the sound of one egg? What is the sound of one dwarf getting eaten?
yeah. No, I'll backtrack a little bit, like looking around, seeing if I see anything.
Give me a dex save.
Oh, good. Oh, that was almost a 20. 9.
All right. The rest of the party, anyone looking at Jeff, will see that he flies up in the air. He is flung up upside down by his ankle. Jeff, you are in a snare trap.
Okay.
You are 20 feet off the ground.
Okay. So I'm up here.
Dangling.
Like, do I see Mushari?
You're like, I meant to do this.
All part of the plan.
All part of the power.
You see the party below you. You're kind of spinning around slowly. You do not see Mushari.
Okay.
Do you see Musharib from up there?
Like, I do not.
That's unfortunate.
Do I see where this snare trap is like attached or anything?
I mean, it's you assume it's on a branch above you.
Okay, yeah, okay. And how high up am I?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay.
So I've noticed this happen now, I presume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
nothing
head over, and can I do a perception check to try and avoid any other traps as I sort of try and follow the line into the woods where it's probably has a tie point on the ground?
Yeah.
All right. Perception of 8. Just 8.
Okay. All right. So you're moving along the forest floor. How are you perceiving? Are you like carefully stepping?
I'm carefully stepping and watching, and if I feel like at a certain point, if I'm like out of my depths and I can't see anything, I'm just going to stop, and I'm going to call for like somebody else to come over and help me look.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you rolled an 8 on that. You said.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do another dex save.
Dex save. That one.
Oh no.
Oh.
Thornton disappears through the ground. You fall through a pit that had been concealed by some various forest brush.
Okay.
Well.
You are 20 feet underground. You look up, you're in a very narrow channel. It's like 10 feet by 10 feet, maybe.
Okay.
Can I if I look up, can I see the hole that he's in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty well caved in. So yeah, there's just a hole in the middle of the road and that Brandon's in. Naoma's hanging out on the dinosaur. Naoma, you hear a tiny giggling sound coming from the woods alongside the trail.
I'll turn to face it and be like, "Who's there?"
There's a rustle and then silence.
Well, I sure hope someone hasn't booby-trapped the ground right where I'm gonna jump off this dinosaur.
I
And
also
I'll
hope
slide
that.
down the side of the dinosaur onto the ground.
Do a perception as you try to carefully navigate this.
It's a 14.
Okay. You see that there is another snare loaded and ready alongside the trail, and you're able to just avoid it as you slide off.
Okay.
Hmm.
I wonder who could be playing these pranks on us. I hope it's not someone who wants to hurt us. And I'll walk over and is Jeff high enough up that I could hand him like a dagger or something?
20 feet.
Oh boy, okay.
You'd have to throw it.
Yeah. That's gonna go
I recommend that.
Yeah, I do not. Please do not throw daggers at this rope. If you want Clyde to try and throw daggers at the rope, we can try that.
How high is it?
20 feet.
I mean,
20 feet?
I'm not above just like cutting myself down and dealing with the consequences, but I'm willing to explore options.
Can I run up the tree, jump, and then slice through the rope?
If you wanna.
This is not entirely
do it.
the option I want, but we'll take it.
All right,
I'm
all
going
right.
for it. Acrobatics, maybe?
Acrobatics, yeah.
Aha! So that's a 24.
Okay.
And then do I need to do attack? I don't know.
Oh, let's see.
Do I just miss the rope?
Okay, so yeah, with that acrobatics, you're able to get up the tree very gracefully. But you notice that as you get up there, you hear a buzzing sound.
I ignore it.
Okay, all right.
I have one goal right now.
Okay, you're running past this. You're very focused on the mission. As you go to leap off the tree, you feel a stinging sensation, and you take 2 acid damage.
What?
Yep.
Acid sting?
It's the acid bees.
No, not the acid bees.
I'm sitting
Did I?
I'm sitting here next to this. I'm like, I do not want to hear what I'm hearing right now.
Did I take any damage when I fell down in this hole?
No.
Okay. And you said it's 20 feet deep?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got someone 20 feet up and someone 20 feet down.
And how narrow is this?
10 feet. It's 10-foot diameter.
10-foot diameter?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Can I cast a spell?
Am I still in midair?
Yep. Okay, I'll let Clyde resolve his thing. So yeah, you're in midair.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
Yeah.
Huh.
Nat 20.
All right. So with that, you leap off the tree gracefully despite having been stung by some acid bees. Describe your graceful rescue of your friend.
So I do I run past him. So he's here. Here, I'll use these. So he's hanging here. So I'm gonna run past him, jump up, and then as I'm falling down, I'm gonna cut the rope and try and catch him at the same time.
Try and catch me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So you're able to do that. So after this maneuver, you're on it just so happens that you fall just a little faster than him. So when you're on the ground, you just hold your arms out and catch him.
Yeah.
Jeff,
So, yeah, because I've already gained momentum from the fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the arms of the ranger.
In the arms of
I'm like, how big is Clyde, and what's his build like?
He's kind of live.
Okay.
I have a strength +1.
Okay. Like I'm not knocking the technique or the procedure or the spirit of the action, but I am a large man in full plate armor, minus sleeves.
I did it.
And I am just at this point surprised.
Right.
It's like
Okay.
I did. Like I'll just like pat you on the shoulder. Like I did not think that was gonna work.
I just give a thumbs up. All right. Now, how do we get Threaten out of this hole?
I think he's handling that.
Meanwhile, in the hole.
I'd like to cast Enlarge on myself.
Okay.
Make myself twice as big.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then at that point, I should just be able to like reach and pull myself right out.
Just
This is gonna sound weird, but
just
Threaten,
lever
like-
yourself out.
Yeah.
like king size Threaten. Does king size Threaten does his diameter exceed 10 feet?
I wouldn't think so. Like if it's a 10-foot hole and I'm
That's
pretty
significant. Yeah,
big. Yeah.
that's a
How
big
tall
hole.
does Enlarge make a Threaten?
It doubles my height, and I'm about like 7 to 8-ish feet. I actually don't know
Okay.
if I ever wrote that down.
Okay.
All right.
So we just
I'm a
kind
big
of like
elephant man.
so Clyde's like, how do we get Threaten out of the hole? And I just kind of point
And I was
over,
like,
and he's like head and shoulders out of the hole.
Where did that
Well, no,
giant
no,
come
so-
from?
So, well, here's the thing though. It's a 20-foot hole. Threaten's 8 feet tall now. They're still 10 feet above.
Well, no,
No,
I
it doubles
started
his
8
height.
feet, and then I doubled to 16, and I should be able to reach 4 feet up. And
Oh, okay. I get
Yeah,
it.
because
now. Yeah,
your
you just
each
emerged from the
arm is
hole.
at least 2 feet.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you get bigger?
yeah, I had to get out of there. I thought about lying to you for a second, but
Oh, interesting.
decided it wasn't the right time since we're dealing with some shit.
Yeah, no, it's a good look on you. Just All right.
And it's not going to last forever. So, can I, while I have this 1 minute of Enlarge, can I just sort of stomp my way around trying to trigger more traps that probably couldn't pick me up?
Yeah. Yeah, you stomp around and kind of thoroughly
I
cover
elephant
the trail.
stomp.
You move ahead in the direction that you were headed.
Yep. And a little bit back just to make sure. Just sort of doing a little figure eight and then move in front of the dino and just make sure everything's clear.
Okay. I will say that the dinosaur is alarmed at this. Suddenly Threaten is bigger than the dinosaur thought Threaten was, and this challenges its notion of object permanence. So it
Can I do a quick animal handling toot to try and calm it down with my like a little trunk toot? Like,
to
toot,
reassure it.
toot.
Sure.
Yeah, to reassure it. Okay.
Yeah.
Animal handling. Here we go. D&D Beyond, never been easier. 9.
Okay. Yeah. He's the dinosaur doesn't bolt, but it's pacing around and uneasily.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll run over and grab its reins, and then like try to calm it down and pet it on the nose, on the snoot.
Okay. All right. You go to grab its reins, and you notice a couple of tiny furry hands reaching out of the dense brush, making a swipe at the reins themselves. And as you approach, they kind of like retract back into the foliage.
As soon as I grab the reins, I'll be like, "Oh, you can come out. We won't hurt you."
Who's we?
You see the brush rustle around like there's a possum or skunk running around in there or something. Threaten is stomping around and disarming disarming snares. Like there's snares flying up into the trees. There's a decent amount of traps going on here. There's a few more pitfall traps that are kind of caved in by threatened stopping fates. And as you're in the middle of this, you hear a yell coming from the ground.
Oh,
Does it sound like Musharib?
it's probably
Yes.
Musharib.
Brent, you lift your foot up and you see that you've collapsed one of these traps, and the sound seems to be coming from there. Under a
Okay.
bunch of brush.
So before my time runs out on my spell, I'm gonna lean down into the hole. Is this a 20-foot deep hole again?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say Musharib. Yeah, I see Musharib down there.
Yep.
All right. Gonna need a little bit of teamwork here, buddy. And I'm gonna lay down on the ground, and I'm gonna dangle my trunk down to him, so he can grab it, like hop up, grab it, and I'll pull him out.
Okay, yeah, and he's able to do that. He clambers out of the hole and catches his breath, and says, "Yes, thank you. This is unusual. I don't know what's going on here."
I'll turn to the group, be like, Thranton, do you have any treats left? There's someone here, I think, that
I do have a treat
might
left,
be
actually.
hungry.
Yeah. I'll give it the last treat that I made this morning.
Okay, what do you do with it?
I'll give it to Naoma, and she can do.
Yeah, I'll sort of, where I saw the brush rustling, I'll break a little piece off of it and be like, this food sure is good, and then eat it, and then like sort of like hold the rest out sort of down by the side.
Okay, all right. For that, let's see. Give me a deception roll. Or persuasion. I don't know. If you actually think treats are good, you can persuade. I think treats are good.
I think they're good, depending on what flavor of ranch we
Depending
got.
on your opinion. Yeah, okay, so that's a persuasion roll.
17.
Okay, all right, yeah. You see the bushes rustle again, and you hear that giggling sound again, and the tiny paws reach out again and try to take the piece of the treat.
I'll try to pretend like I don't notice, like take a small step away,
Okay.
so just as out of reach.
Okay. All right. The paws disappear back into the brush without taking anything.
And I'll keep standing where I am, just like, waving it around kind of casually, maybe only like 6 inches from where I was.
Okay.
Just waiting. Talking to the group, turning and talking to Peanut Butter Brownie. Seeing if they come out. Just be like, yeah, so I don't know. I think there's something here that's really hungry and maybe wants Peanut Butter Brownie back.
Well, that's ours. That ain't happening. We're not giving up our.
And then
We just got this pet dinosaur. We're not giving this back up.
well, while I'm doing that, I'm just like trying to casually scan the tree line.
You see the underbrush rustling on the other side of the path in a similar fashion to what you've seen here.
I will try to signal to the group that there's something in the brush on the other side and like make my way over to that side of the trail.
Okay.
With my, I don't know that I'm paying a lot of attention to Naoma, but my passive perception is like an 11, so I don't know if I noticed that or not.
Okay, and I'll do the same thing. I'll like break off another piece of it. Be like, man, this jerky's really great, Thranton. Just kind of hold it near the brush line.
At this point, I've shrunk back down, and I'd be like, "Yeah, I know. You've had it 15 times. What is the deal?"
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, who are you talking to?
Guys, of course.
Okay.
There's no one else here but us.
Right. Lean over to Clyde and like, does she do this a lot? Just
I don't know. She also plays with bones, so I don't know what's wrong with her.
You see a femur stick out of the brush, and let's see, what's your AC?
13.
It yeah, so this femur bone just reaches out of the brush, and while you're looking over your shoulder at the group talking to them, it thwacks you in the hand and makes you drop the snack. And when you look down, it's gone off the ground.
Ow. Did something just hit me with a bone?
As I'm walking over, I probably would have seen that at this point. I'd be like, "Yeah, a bone just hit you. I don't understand. I don't know where it came from."
Isn't that your department?
Well, I mean,
Bones
that's how
hitting
I knew it was
things?
a.
Like,
That's how I knew it was a bone.
okay.
Can
I
I
recognize it's not
like
a bone hitting something.
can I look directly at where the bone like came in and out now and try and see if I can see them? Actually, I'm sniffing them out. I want to sniff them out.
Okay, all right.
Perception advantage. Let's go 13.
Okay. What would this smell like?
A thief.
It smells like purple
Smells
rain.
like thieves.
I don't know.
Purple rain.
Let's see. You can definitely smell a creature of some kind. And it is probably 10 feet away from the spot over to your right.
Okay. Can I look over there and can I see them?
The brush is very dense. You don't see anything over there.
Can I, behind where I think they are, that roughly 10-foot spot, I would like to use thaumaturgy to cause harmless tremors in the ground and try and spook them out and make them come towards us.
Okay. All right, and that just happens, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, you create a tremor in the ground. You see a disturbance in the brush. Something's definitely been startled, and something darts out across the road and past you very quickly.
When that happens, I would like to try and lightning lure this creature.
Oh no. Okay.
I don't want to hurt him. I just want him to stop.
All right, what am I doing again?
As you're doing that, I'm just yelling to someone, grab it.
Okay.
It is a strength 15 save.
Okay, all right. What's the stats real quick? Oh, it's the page I bookmarked. Well,
Convenient.
That's a bold choice.
who knew? All right, so strength 15, you said?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, that is a hit.
Okay. Yeah, so can I choose to have it not do damage and just like pull it?
It's got the effects of the spell have to happen.
Okay.
Unless it's written in a way that.
Nope, it's not.
Okay.
Target must succeed or be pulled, and then take 1d8 lightning damage, and its spell damages increase each time by level. So,
okay.
All right.
So you're casting it at 5th level.
16 damage.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes. All right. So this creature, you strike the lightning at it. It stops in its tracks and is drawn towards you, right?
Yep, it gets pulled right to the space next to me.
Okay. Yeah. It actually comes up to your hand and and you find that you are holding by the scruff a tabaxi child who is alive.
Okay, I'm holding the tabaxi child, and I realize it's a child, and I'm just going to, through my hand, to lay on hands for 16 health.
Yes, you do that. And she shakes her head and goes, whoa, that was really cool.
No, we're not.
Coughs a little bit.
We're not getting addicted to that shit. No.
No, how do you do that? That's really neat.
All right. Okay. I'll tell you in a second. Did you do all the traps?
Maybe.
No, they couldn't have done the traps.
I don't know. Have you seen kids? They do weird stuff.
I'm gonna just throw a wink in at the end there. Be like, no, those were too sophisticated for a kid.
You haven't seen kids. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch and pull out another piece of jerky and be like, listen, I just needed you to stop moving. I'm sorry that I hurt you. You should feel better now, but here is some food. Here you go. And I'm still is it a young
She's like
child?
2 foot nothing. Yeah.
I'm still holding her like this, and I'm like, here, eat the food.
Okay. Yeah, you're holding her by her little
food.
Her clothing, her little vest.
And I'm not very dexterous, so I'm just like,
she keeps reaching for it and trying to hook it with her claws.
Yeah. I'd be like, all right, if I set you down, are you gonna bolt?
Probably. That was scary.
You just said it was fun.
No, it wasn't fun. It was cool. Like awesome, like a little terrifying. Can you teach me?
Are you gonna run?
Well, I can't run if you teach me. Those are the rules.
Okay, those are the rules?
Yeah.
What if I can't teach you? What if it's something you just have to be able to do?
Oh. I'll probably run then.
Well, then I guess I'm gonna hold on to you.
Oh.
I'll walk up and kneel down in front of the tabaxi. So, what's your name? My name's Naoma.
My name's Stout.
Stout?
Yes.
That's a neat name.
Thank you. My mom chose it.
Oh. And where do you and your mom live?
We're from Commandant Ra.
From Commandant Ra, of course.
There many times.
I'll look at Musharib and be like, "Where's Commandant Ra?"
Musharib says that's where the next tower is.
Andy.
Oh, I'll turn back to the tabaxi and just be like, well, we happen to be going that way. Would you like to tag along?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Threnton here.
She's reaching for more jerky.
Yeah.
I'm pulling out more pieces of treats just to try and calm her the hell down.
Like, we've got Threnton here who's got a whole bunch of treats like that, and of course, we've all been to Commandant Ra or the area of Commandant Ra, but we could really use a great guide to get us there. Do you think you could do that for us?
I've never seen you there before.
Well,
it was
not
before your time. You're very young.
Okay.
Great. Would you like to ride on Peanut Butter Brownie?
You look over towards where Peanut Butter Brownie was, and Mushrib is running towards that direction, and Peanut Butter Brownie is gone down the trail with two small figures on her back.
Do you know
I
them?
am. There is a piece of jerky like in her mouth. I'm taking it out.
Ow.
Naomi, Naomi, you still got that cloak, or am I carrying it?
Cloak?
They're like the robes you used to be wearing.
Yeah, I've got them in my bag.
Okay, can you pull those out for me?
Sure. I can't imagine what you want these for, and I'll like pull my bag over and toss the bones out, take the cloak out.
I don't suppose a strength check of 9 gets away from your grasp.
I should probably roll, right? Is that a strength save or a saving throw, or just a straight strength?
That's a good question. Yeah, it would be an opposed roll.
Okay, so strength 14.
Mm-hmm.
As she tries to get away, I'm gonna be like, and I'll grab the cloak from Naoma, and I'll be like, grab that rope out of my bag too, and I'll just like turn so she can grab the bag, and I'm going to wrap this child up.
You like kitty burrito her?
I'm swaddling her.
Yeah.
Arms tight, wrapped up, head still out so she can breathe.
Oh yeah, it's totally a kitty burrito.
He is swaddled.
All right, we gotta look up the swaddled condition.
Yeah, like is she calmer? Like does she?
I don't imagine.
Does she chill?
She ain't going nowhere.
Okay, this is often a misunderstanding.
So I'm going to have like a handle of a rope that I can just like, so we can start getting down the road. And I'm just going to run down the road carrying her, wagging her back and forth. This is what she gets.
Okay, all right. Mushrib gives up running after a while. He can't keep up with the dinosaur.
All right.
Clyde, can you get to it?
I run. How far is it?
What's your movement speed?
35.
Okay, yeah, it's got a decent lead on you. So you get the impression that you can dart towards it, but you're not sure if you can catch up at this point.
What if I cast Zephyr Strike?
Tell me more about Zephyr Strike. I know you used it last time, but I forget these things.
I move like the wind.
That's it.
Perfect.
No numbers
Sorry,
attached to this.
I was reading it.
I
So
go wicked fast.
I give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll on my turn, and whether I hit or miss, my walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of the turn.
Wait, so what are you
So
attacking?
can I just swing at the air? Because if I miss, I still get it.
You can swing at a tree.
Okay, yeah. I swing at a tree that
Okay.
is like 50 feet away.
Okay.
I miss.
Okay.
And my walking speed is now 65.
All right. Yes. All right. Suddenly, okay. So Clyde goes and just like swings at a tree and very much misses it, and then runs down the road real fast.
Zoom.
Ninja arms and everything.
I mean, you probably can't even tell I was swinging at a tree. I just swing my sword
swing
at
your sword.
something.
Yeah.
And then just start running.
I don't know why the sword swing was necessary, but he's fast.
Yeah.
It's a style choice.
Yeah. Ninjas or something.
All right. Let's see. You you almost get within like fingers reach of the dinosaur. The two tabaxi kids on the back of it look over their shoulders and go, "Oh no!" And they flip the reins a little bit, and the dinosaur pulls ahead.
Kill these kids.
No.
Disagree.
Well, don't make me spend my channel points.
Oh, I didn't even consider that the DM has channel points now.
No.
Yeah, but the channel points are only good to disagree. Well, I guess rerolls. But it's only to disagree with the DM.
I disagree with the
Okay.
universe.
So do I just got to change course and keep pursuing them?
You can. You can do what you want. The world is your burrito.
World is my burrito. I'm gonna keep chasing them and mount this Triceratops.
Okay, all right. You keep chasing. Let's see. Give me a dex save as you just keep running real fast.
Saving throw. Dex. 13.
All right. It turns out these Tabaxi kids are really skillful at handling this animal. They actually have it stop suddenly, and so the Triceratops stops. You run into it and kind of like flip over forward in front of it, and the Triceratops digs its feet into the ground, comes to a stop, and then turns tail and starts running in the other direction.
Back towards us.
Okay, that's maybe good.
Oh, flight was successful. He flipped over it and then it came back this way.
Yes.
It is running full bore towards you.
So I'm going to be interrogating my swaddled child and be like, how many of you were there? Is it just the three of you?
Yeah, it's just us. Just me and my siblings.
Insight.
Okay.
18.
Yes, so as much as this little critter likes to swindle you, it appears that she's telling the truth.
Okay. Cool. Jeff, do you have any spare cloaks? Because we're going to need to swaddle 2 more of these little brats.
Yeah, I think that could be arranged.
Alright, good.
That we're gonna have to figure that out in a minute, though. Cause how close is the Triceratops now?
It's coming right for us!
20 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna. All right. I'm gonna try, and animal handling. Just gonna be a dingus and just stand in the road. Hands forward.
Oh no! Are you gonna do like the Legend of Zelda goat thing?
I'm gonna try.
You gonna
Well,
goat
no.
ramble?
No. Hopefully, all right. There's a couple stages here. Hopefully, and I'm hoping that I can just signal the dinosaur to stop before it tramples me.
Oh.
And failing that, we'll go to Plan B.
All right. Give me your animal handling. Do this at
Is-
advantage because
Is
notice
Plan B? Sorry,
That's all right. What?
I was just gonna say, is Plan B get trampled to death? Because
It's pretty solid.
It might
It's gotta
be.
be somewhere.
yeah.
So,
Anyway, sorry.
so you said roll it. What were you saying?
Roll your animal handling and do so at advantage because you notice that as the dinosaur comes closer, the 2 Tabaxi kids on its back are trying to pull on its reins and get it to slow down, but it seems panicked.
Okay. All right. Let's see. See how this goes. All right. That is technically it's crit on the die. It's a 20 on the die. 19 with my animal handling.
Oh, Jeff almost died today.
As I see Jeff just walk out and like put his hands up, I'm going to be like, is this what you call a plan?
and what happens?
You die. No, the Triceratops is just running towards you at full bore, and it very suddenly stops, digs its heels into the ground, and comes to a complete stop mere inches from you. Like if your arms are out, they are touching the horns.
Okay. So yeah, I'll move my hands and I'll just like, soothe along the snoot. Just be like
You feel the hot breath of this thing. Just
like, yes, you are a
Yep.
good peanut butter brownie. You are a good peanut butter brownie. And I'll look over at Thranton and be like, yes, that was what I call a plan.
I don't ever want to hear any complaining from you again.
the Tabaxi kids on Peanut Butter Brownie's back go, uh-oh, and try to disappear off into the woods.
How close is this to me?
Well, let's see. Where are you in relation to Jeff?
I was pretty close to him, and then I don't know how far he would have stepped away. Is really the question.
How close is Clyde?
Yeah, do I have it caught up? Am I back?
Yes. Yep. Clyde,
Okay.
you just did you try to hit another tree again? And
I think I'm just
you just-
running.
okay.
Yeah, I don't want to cast another spell slot right away.
Okay, you're probably 20 feet away, but you're closing in.
As one of them gets off, I'm just going to be like, nope, you stop, and I'm going to cast suggestion.
Okay.
And
All right,
on
what's
the
that?
other
The
one,
save?
assuming I'm
wisdom
within
save.
15 feet,
16.
I'd like to grip that one.
Okay. Okay, so the one that you have cast suggestion on dismounts, hops down off to the ground. You can see that hold on, okay. You can see that she's taking to running on all fours to get away, but as soon as you target her with this, she stops and turns around and looks at you.
I'll walk over and then like grab her by the scruff of the neck, the same way Thranton does, and start like you need to come here with us and have a discussion with your sibling.
Okay. She looks at you with just the widest green eyes. Threnton, what were you doing?
I wanted to. So I have one in one hand, and I want to lightning grip the other one.
Oh
no!
What's the save again?
Oh,
15
man.
strength.
Yeah, okay. This one actually just barely saves. The lightning cracks behind it, and they disappear off into the brush again.
Okay. I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom 3 times louder.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to be like, come back out or I kill your sister.
Oh.
Whoa. We're not doing that.
Naomi, shut up. I'm not going to do it. Jesus.
You see the brush rustle as this kid moves through it, and when you say that, it stops, and then you see it kind of rustle back towards you, and another set of bright green eyes kind of appear in the edge of the brush.
And I'll look at Jeff and be like, all right, Jeff, your turn.
I'm like, but I got the dinosaur. Okay, fine. I'm like, I'm just looking around, waiting for like any other Tabaxi children to pop out of the brush and hop on the on the dinosaur.
Clyde, you've caught up to the group by now.
But yeah, I'll go and I'll pick up the last one.
And I'll like come running up and be like, "Hey, I worked. I chased PB Brownie back."
You were really fast.
Peanut Butter
Yeah.
Brownie kind of like plants her feet in the ground a little bit, back and forth like a restless horse might. And
We are friends.
Jeff, make me a dex check.
All right. Oh no, 3.
You gotta reach for this thing
It's
and
like-
you just you grab something and but it's just a tuft of fur. And it makes you sneeze.
Of course.
But you can
Did it-
still see the
did it bolt
disturbance of the
again?
brush. Yeah, you can see the brush. You can see that it's running along the road now, but under the cover of the brush.
So my thaumaturgy lasts for 1 minute, and I'm going to be like, no, kid, I'm serious. I'll kill your sister.
I'm gonna kneel down.
And I'll look at
to-
Naomi like, I'm not serious.
I'm gonna kneel down to the
it's a-
two that are there and be like, he's not serious. We're not gonna harm you.
You hear this little voice from the brush, where you know this creature to be, and it says, "Yaki, get him!" The Triceratops tilts its head, seems to hear the command, starts to dig its foot into the ground, and it looks very ready to charge at Trent.
Okay. I wanna, because I don't have a cat in front of me anymore. I want to turn back around, and I want to, and I want to try and calm down, Peanut Butter Brownie, whose name it has always been.
I'm gonna look at Naki, and I'm gonna take the cat that I have in front of me and be like,
Oh
Yeah?
no!
yeah? Is this what you want?
The Triceratops stops and looks confused as a dinosaur can. And the the Tabaxi stout that you're holding up in front of you, she's like wriggling, and you can see that she is also trying to calm the Triceratops because this is scary. So Jeff, when you make that check, that animal handling check, make it again with advantage.
Oh yay! It's super necessary. 9.
All right.
I think what I'm actually trying to do is I'm actually trying to like soothe it and get on it.
Okay.
At the same time. So.
All right. So Peanut Butter Brownie just kind of snorts and then offers you a horn.
Okay, sick. All right. And yeah, I'll get up and I'll just sit behind the frills with the reins and just be like, okay. All right. So an adult is on the dinosaur.
We've made so much progress.
Yep.
Thranton, you notice underfoot that there's another Tabaxi kid. He is jumping up in the air and trying to get his sister out of your hands.
Hold her higher.
He runs around you and goes to climb up your back. And he's pretty good at it. Climbs up your back, climbs up your arm to try to get at the other Tabaxi.
I'll say, as he's climbing my back, and be like, kid, don't do it.
You just hear him go, "Roar! I gotta save my sister!"
But call it. You'd be like, Clyde, there's another one.
Got it.
Kid, last chance.
It's in a moment he's just like hanging by his claws off of the little like the kitty swaddle you've made, trying to pull it out of your grasp, but clearly not able to, and definitely not heavy enough to accomplish this task. So he just like looks at you and pouts and scowls.
Can I try to grab him with my other hand?
Yeah. Give me Dex.
Dex check or Dex save?
Check.
Ooh. 16.
You scruff him by his shirt.
Okay, so now I've got 2. I don't know what to do. I'm out of hands.
So yeah, Threaten's got 2. Does Naoma still have 1 nearby?
Yeah, the spell lasts for 8 hours or until we damage them.
Oh, okay. All right. So.
Yeah, actually, so Naoma still has 1. At this point, she's just holding her hand. Like the tabaxi is next to Naoma, like a little kid, just holding on to Naoma's hand.
All right. So what? I'll look at all the kids in turn. I'm like, so what was the what was the plan here? And I'll look at Thranton and I'm like, yeah, I know. But what was what was the plan? Were you trying to steal the Triceratops? What is going on?
Well, we like to play jokes on people.
Okay.
But we're just having fun, I promise.
Is this Triceratops yours?
She was raised in our village.
Ah.
Okay. But I'm not hearing the ownership yet, so all right.
Somebody else bought her, but she's trying. It looks like she's trying to come back home. We were gonna bring her back home.
That's
Okay.
very noble of you.
Okay.
So someone came and bought her?
Yeah.
And you're trying to steal her back?
Well, not exactly. We were just hanging out one day, and we saw her wandering around. I don't know what happened to her owner.
All right, that's fair.
I think someone bought her from the racetrack, probably.
Oh no, they would have. So they would have bought her and brought her all the way to Port Nyanzaru to race, and then maybe she escaped. I don't know.
Well, where did all those bones come from that it was running from? Is that you guys?
Bones?
Do you guys throw a bunch of bones at skeletons? Are you guys necromancers?
They kind of the siblings kind of chatter amongst themselves for a moment. They're like, there are a lot of bones out here lately, aren't there?
Yes. They were chasing Peanut Butter Brownie.
They were moving?
We saved them. We
That's so
saved
cool.
We saved Peanut Butter Brownie.
Oh, thank you for saving Peanut Butter Brownie.
Yeah, that's why she's ours now.
Oh. I don't know if that's how that works.
It is how that works.
Yeah, you left her to die.
Yeah.
But usually when the dinosaurs go away, someone gives money to mom.
Well, how about this?
Speaking of mom, let's go have a
Yeah.
conversation with your mom.
Exactly. Yeah. You want I think we can best of all worlds, we can all of us together, not losing sight of the dinosaur. We can all go to what was it? Ra Cadet. What?
Commandant Ra.
Commandant Ra. Okay.
Yes.
We can all go to Commandant Ra. We may have business there anyway. And, we can have a long, detailed talk with your parents.
Oh no, we'll get in trouble. Don't tell them about the traps, please.
I was in a tree.
Well, if you behave the rest of the way home,
We weren't
We will
trying to hurt
consider-
anyone.
I was in a tree.
if you
Yeah,
behave,
we live in a tree. I thought it'd be okay. I thought it was okay for people to be in trees.
Then why'd you trap them and make them go up there unexpectedly if you thought it was okay?
Because it's fun.
You know what else is fun? And I'll give a little shake.
Ah! The one that you've got swaddled is just kind of like resigned and pouty at this point.
Yeah.
The one that you have scruffed is still kind of flailing around, and the one that Naoma has is still just standing beside her and watching.
All right. Yeah, let's get this show on the road and let's go talk to some parents.
Naoma's this Tabaxi's mom now.
Yep. I'll turn to the one that's holding my hand and be like, "What's your name?"
My name is Amber.
Amber. Okay. And I'll turn to the
What's the
other
third one?
the other one that's Thranton's holding and be like, "If you behave like your sibling Amber here for the entire ride back, we will consider not telling your mom about the traps."
The Tabaxi that Threnton's holding and is flailing around is like, he's a snitch.
Well, you know,
Well,
Amber's not being good.
well, you know what they say: snitches get rewarded.
Is that what they say?
They do
Yes.
back where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Where are you from?
I am from a very, very far away land. It took way too much effort to get
Yeah.
here to be strung up in a tree.
There are things that you should learn about this land.
Oh,
It
and
sounds
you're
very
so
different.
wise. You
Yeah.
tell us what you know
I
about
grew-
this land,
I
Clyde.
grew up in a forest, isolated from most of society.
When I was your age. All right. Yes. So you got some children who need to be escorted home.
Which is
Okay.
is peanut
Okay,
butter
new
brownie pointed in the right direction?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. That's handy.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to the one that. Should I do that? No. How long does your charm last, Naoma?
Up to 8 hours or until we damage them.
Okay.
Please don't hurt the baby.
I don't want to hurt the baby, but I was gonna carry one, the swaddled one on my trunk, and then carry the other two like this. So I have control of all three of them. But I guess that's unnecessary for a while. If it takes more than 8 hours, I will readjust that plan.
Yeah, the one that's charmed by Naoma is very cooperative.
Okay.
I'll climb up on peanut butter brownie and just like bring her up with me and then just sit her in front of me looking over the frill.
Okay.
Kind of like riding it.
All right. What are your travel plans? Does anyone else hop up on peanut butter brownie?
And
I'm up on.
I'm
Brownie.
already up there. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna be walking.
All right, so we got 300 dinosaur, Thranton on foot with two baby tabaxis. And we're gonna go to break. All right, see you all in a few.
Sounds good.
This just in. Magic Commander decks have 100 cards in them.
Well, 99 in a commander.
Yeah. Commander's a card.
Well,
The more
it's
you
not in the deck
know.
though.
Okay,
It's
well, no,
outside the deck in the command zone.
See,
I can't legally dispute. I can't disagree with Sean because he is a judge of Magic the Gathering.
Former.
Oh.
You fall out of it if you don't do
Oh.
it for long enough.
Oh, buds, we gotta get
Yeah.
you back in just in case HasCon happens again.
Yeah, right.
We're getting you back in there.
R.I.P. HasCon. Anyway, yes. Welcome back to our D&D stream. That is definitely about D&D and not Magic the Gathering.
I mean, that could
They are both
easily.
WotC products.
Yeah, that could easily change. Like, there's a minimum of 3
I'm out.
Magic the Gathering settings that are settings in D&D now. So 4 if you actually count
4.
D&D.
5 if you go for Strixhaven, which is coming out very soon.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, technically, if D&D is in Magic, then all D&D is in Magic.
oh, okay, yeah. A sandwich is a soup. I get it. Shut up.
Shut down.
Sorry, Tom. Tom, I love you. I'm sorry.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. You are wrong about the soup thing, though.
We should go back to break and resolve this. And come back.
Okay, yeah, we'll just go back and then,
Yeah, all
and
right.
then no.
I don't need to be here.
No, you should be here
You should.
because we have important things to tell you.
I didn't ask to be here. Well, I mean, you agreed to be here. Okay. Anyway,
No way.
yes, Dungeons and Dragons. That's what we're playing right now, and we were in the middle of a session, and it's been a pretty fun one. There's been some Tabaxi kids that the party did not kill, and I'm grateful for that. You are now walking down this path towards Commandant Ra, at the home of these 3 little Tabaxi punk children. You are escorting back to their mother for setting traps in the woods.
Yeah, you're in big trouble, kids.
Threaten, you have so let's see, you've got in your trunk the swaddled Tabaxi.
Yeah, so I've got the swaddled tabaxi with my trunk holding on to like the handle.
Yep.
And then the other one is in my 2 hands. That way it's
Okay.
not as easy for them to get away.
Okay. All right. It's yeah, okay. So she starts to squirm around a little bit and she seems to be like fidgeting around and towards her pocket.
I'll yell over to Jeff. Like, Jeff, get the cloak. Jeff, Jeff, get the cloak.
Jeff!
Yeah.
Threaten, make me a con save.
Pull that around.
A con save?
Yeah.
Oh, what are these kids doing to us now?
23. Oh, I'm sorry. 25.
Paladins.
Okay. All right. You feel a sting in your trunk as you inhale some kind of like powdery something or other. It's kind of grainy. Makes you kind of snuff a little bit, but yeah, it was weird.
All right. Jeff, has Jeff heard me about the cloak?
Oh, Jeff, have you heard him?
I think I did. You're just walking
Okay.
next to peanut butter brownie, right? So yeah.
Yeah, maybe a couple feet back, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need your cloak and a rope.
Okay. And yeah, I'll
And we're
take
gonna
them both off, and I'll look at the kid that is inevitably gonna get swaddled, and I'll just be like, "I'm getting this back."
So Tabaxi wiggles again, and Jeff, you actually see some like you inhale something weird, and then you see like it looks like tea leaves falling from where the Tabaxi's hand is. I would like for you to make me a con save now.
Right. Let's see. Modified 20.
That. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you inhale some of this. It kind of stings because it's not quite air, and then suddenly you're in the water, Yeah, you're in the water. You and your friends are in the middle of an ocean.
Wow. At It's like
Welp.
looking around. Like Naoma's still behind me. She sees me start to like
Yeah,
kind of act like I'm treading water. Like what is going on?
I see Jeff start to freak out, and I'm gonna be like, okay, hold up for a second. Let's stop. And I'm going to set down the swaddled one, and I'm going to grab the cloak from Jeff's hand.
Jeff, the swaddle one's floating away.
I will die.
And I've grabbed the cloak, and I'm wrapping up the other kid, and I'm like, you gotta stop. Stop.
So, well, I'll stand. Can I hear Thranton at all?
Yeah, you can hear him.
Okay, because I figure I'm like now standing on Peanut Butter Brownie, getting ready to dive in after the kid.
Yeah,
I'm
if I
like,
see
what?
you start to make like a dive motion, I'll be like, no, Jeff, stop.
Seeing you
Brandon's
stand
just
up on it, I'm gonna
floating away.
I'm gonna reach out, grab your leg, and cast lesser restoration.
Okay, so you see Thranton. He's just treading water below you, and he's just saying, "No, don't do that." While the swaddled tabaxi kid floats away, and you feel a grasp on your leg, and yeah, I should know how that works. Is there anything to be rolled there, Tom? Neoma, sorry.
No, so it is you touch a creature and either one disease or one condition afflicting it.
Okay.
The condition may be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. And so I'm going to try to remove poison from Jeff, assuming that he has just been given some sort of hallucinogen.
Yeah. Jeff, you're no longer tripping.
So I'm just like, that wasn't paprika, was it?
So
Maybe not.
I'm trying to finish swaddling this other kid. Arms tight, make sure that it can't reach into its pockets or do anything else silly.
Peanut Butter Brownie is kind of wheeled around and on the ground around where you were walking earlier. You see her just like sniff the ground and then rub her face on it.
Oh, no.
I'll look down at the one that's sitting right next to me and be like, what is this? What is she doing? As we're like trying to hold on to our balance.
It's sour nip. She loves it.
Oh no. Is she gonna be able to continue walking back to the village?
Yeah, she'll be fine.
I'm glad.
You hear the little giggle you'd heard from the woods again. Just
I'm glad to know that the dosage for a dinosaur is not the same as the dosage for a human.
Have I finished successfully swaddling my second child?
Yeah. She you put the swaddle around real tight. And, she's just giggling the whole time.
I'll like turn her so she's right in my face. I'm like, no! And then I'm going to pick up the first one, and I put little like handles on both of them, and they are just going straight on my trunks or on my tusks, and so that way I have my hands free again.
Oh, okay, so you just kind of cradled in the tusks.
Yeah, there's just two little hangers on my tusks, so they can like
they
bounce
hang
into
out?
each other.
Oh,
Yeah. The hangers on the tusks, and they're hanging down below, and they can bang into each other as I move. And...
Every once in a while, you hear a little sound of protest.
Yeah.
Do you still have four tusks, two on each side?
I do.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of tusks.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
It's in my picture on the thing.
Yep, it's true.
We did that updated art.
Well, for the icons, yeah. But
Yeah.
And in real life.
True.
Okay, yeah, you've got the situation neutralized. Except for I keep wanting to call her Peanut Butter Jelly Time. It's not her name.
that's her theme song, though. When she goes
No.
trampling through the woods.
It's peanut butter brownie time.
Peanut Butter Brownie time.
Peanut butter
Yeah.
brownie.
Yeah, so Peanut Butter Brownie is walking around in circles. Just slow, tight circles.
I'll grab the reins and try to like steer her back to where we were going.
Okay. Yeah, she kind of stumbles drunkenly a little bit, but then starts moving in a straight line again. So the three of you are on the Triceratops' back, and Threaten's walking beside with two tabaxi kids hanging off of his tusks and weird cradle thingies, swaddles.
How much further do we have to go?
The tabaxi that's hanging out with Naoma says, "We'll be there soon."
Great.
Insight. 17.
Yes. You get the impression that this one's not lying to you.
Cool. I don't trust them anymore. None of them.
They're just kids, Fran.
Just kids with psychotropic substances.
Yeah.
And traps.
No big.
How's Musharib looking after he fell in that hole?
He's fine. You can see that he is he's fashioned some bandages and he's doing.
Oh,
He
okay.
can walk it off. He is walking it off.
All right, you doing okay back there, Musharib? Do you need
Yeah,
any
yeah, I'll be
help? Any healing? You good?
Good.
Okay. Let us know when you fall into a pit next time.
I mean, I tried, but thanks. Yeah, I'll do that.
Just the worst employers.
Hey, we helped.
That was just like, I need some communication from you. I don't. Why don't we talk anymore? But yes, you were on a stroll through the dense jungle. This trail gets more and more obviously a trail as you go.
As we're going, I'm just going to be scratching the like fur between like the ears on top of the tabaxi's head that's in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, he just kind of closes his eyes and sits there.
And as I see this happening, I'll just like quietly whisper to the kids that I have in front of my mouth and be like, see, if you were good, you'd be getting scritches right now. You'd be getting scritches. But no, you got to be all swaddled up.
That's kind of degrading.
How's that degrading?
Ow! They bump into each other.
Wait, I'll turn and be, which part is degrading?
He's just chilling there with, like a happy kid.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's me.
You.
Change it up and sometimes scratch, you know, like under the chin a little bit, behind the ear.
The full scurchin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. You travel for a couple more hours along the road. Eventually, you see rock walls built alongside it, and Naoma, the tabaxi you're traveling with, he says, "We're almost here." And you do start to see the outlines of a gate through the jungle brush. It's kind of an open gate kind of thing. It's not really like a defensive fortification thing. It's like an archway. And you come up to it, and yeah, what do you do? How do you approach this?
I'm gonna lean down and be like, is there anything we need to know before we enter the city?
Oh, no, you can let us go now. We can find our mom.
We need to see your mom, unfortunately.
Oh.
We need to make sure you get home safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we
Yep.
need to do.
Yep.
You see past the archway, there are a whole bunch of houses up in the trees. You see dinosaur stables, various agriculture-oriented things. It looks like they've domesticated some of the jungle fruit as much as that's possible. And you see in the middle of this village there is a massive tower, much like the one that you destroyed earlier.
I'll lean down and be like, what does that tower do?
Oh, that's where the head priest goes to talk to our god.
As soon as I hear that,
Mm-hmm.
Your head what's your head priest's name? I'm a priestess myself, and I would like to meet him.
Oh, gosh, I only know her. I only know her as priest. He thinks about it a little bit. He's still looking kind of absent with the charm effect. And he thinks about it a little more. And he's like, "Oh, I think his name is Fang of the Righteous."
Fang of the Righteous?
Yeah,
That's a strong name.
that's how tabaxi names are. Strong tabaxis get strong names.
And what is your name?
Amber.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Never mind. I thought I had one of the other ones. The one that I didn't have the name for. That's right. Amber. What'd you do to get that name?
My mom gave it to me. It's short for Amber Sky at Dusk.
Oh, well, that's a very pretty name.
Thanks. Can I go now?
Where's your house?
Over there. And he points a little paw up at one of the tree houses not far away. At this point, are you moving? Are you actively moving into the village?
I would assume so.
Yeah, if we
Okay.
can. Yeah.
You start to stroll in. A bunch of the some of the tabaxi milling about here take notice. And you see some of them whispering amongst each other and looking over their shoulders at you. If anyone locks eye contact with them, they kind of look away and pretend they're not watching you.
Anytime I make eye contact with one, I'm gonna give subtle waves and smile and try to be friendly.
Okay. You see, eventually a tabaxi woman in a long dress runs up towards you, and she says, "Oh, what? Give my children back!"
Oh, okay. So Amber,
She-
Amber, Stout, and I'm assuming IPA are your kids.
Oh, you've been sitting on that for a little while. Huh?
I have, yes.
Their names are Amber Stout and Wit. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, she looks very upset. She's bared her teeth. She has a scimitar at the ready, and she looks serious. She is backed up by 5 more tabaxi also wielding scimitars.
So I'll pull the 2 off my tusks and I'll sort of hold them out and I'll be like, "All right, what's your name, ma'am?"
In unison, the 2 are like, "Mom."
All right, Mom. We'll go with Mom. Mom, your kids were harassing us, so we brought them back to you. So go ahead and put the sword down and calm yourself.
And
I pull my swords out.
I'll nudge Amber and be like, all right,
And I'll look at
time to
Clyde
get
and be
down.
like, "Don't pull your swords out."
Well, they're showing off their scimitars. I want to show off my scimitars.
The tabaxi, they raise their weapons, but they're very cautious about it. They deal with it with the delicateness of a hostage situation with scimitars.
Yeah, I'll bump Amber and be like, all right, you can get down. Go to your mom.
Amber slides down off the side of the Triceratops and bounds over to his mom and gives her a big hug. And she still just has her eyes narrowed at you. The 2 swaddled tabaxi kids kind of are just like rolling around on the ground.
I'm still holding them up in the air.
Oh, okay, all right. She says, "Put them down."
Okay, and I'll set them down on the ground like little caterpillars. Be like, "All right, now what?"
Now they're rolling around on the ground.
Yeah, now they
She-
can roll around on the ground.
Puts her scimitar down and walks towards them to free them from their swaddles.
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
Okay, all right. And the whole time she's looking up at you, giving you the stink eye.
I'm not trying to hurt your kids. They were trying to hurt us. Okay.
She looks at her kids and says, "Is this true?" And one of them pipes up and says, "Oh, we were just playing, Mom."
They snared me in a tree, put our guide and my Loxodon friend into pit traps, and ran off with our Triceratops.
She gives them a stern look and then just starts to laugh. And the rest of the tabaxi with her entourage also begin to laugh. And she's like, "Oh, is that all?"
Yeah, I figured that was going to be the case.
And that's exactly why we didn't hurt them and why we brought them back to you.
Well, thank you for bringing them back. She kind of scowls at her kids with the kind of like in the most gentle way possible and says, "Next time, don't get caught."
They tried their best. I'll say as I like slide down the side of the Triceratops.
She kind of pats them. She gives them all a big group hug and pats them on the back and sends them on their way, and they go running out into the village.
Yeah. At this point, I will break the suggestion spell on Amber.
Okay, Amber is the last one to run and follow. He just kind of mills about, and you see his mother kind of like wave her paw across his face, and then when you dispel the spell, he turns on his heel and goes and giggles and runs behind his siblings. The rest of the tabaxi put their scimitars to their sides to sheathe them, and the mother does the slightest little bow and says, "My name's Warmth of the Hearth. What brings you here?"
Well, we were on our way. We were trying to figure out what's going on with these big towers that you have behind you. Actually, you have one in your town here. So we're trying to figure that out.
Those have
and
been here
then-
for thousands of years.
And then we got intercepted by the kids, so had a little divergence there. But they've been there for thousands of years. What, do you know anything else about them?
She's kind of absently patting Peanut Butter Brownie. And she says, that's where our priest goes to commune with our god.
What? I'm sorry. Out of curiosity, what is your god's, or what god do you worship? Who are your gods?
Our god is Shagambi.
Shigambi. Can I make a religion check to see if I know anything about that?
Yep.
23.
Okay. Shagambi is one of the trickster gods of the area. It's a Commodon, which is a type of creature that kind of looks like Displacer Beast, but it's got like snakes coming off of its hackles. And it's a god that is about justice, fighting evil, being honorable.
Okay. I've heard good things about Shigambi. I mean,
Have you seen Shigami? I've heard good things about it.
Gotten good reviews.
Good
Highly
reviews.
recommend.
Certified fresh.
Mm.
I'd love to get to know more about your city here.
She kind of walks along around the dinosaur's face and just kind of keeps patting her and does like a scritches thing like you might do and looks over and says, well, what do you, is that what brings you here, or are you looking to hear the word of Shigambi?
Not necessarily, not that I would be against it, but we're here trying to I'll turn to the rest of the group. Solve a problem that requires the use of these towers, we believe.
That sounds about the best way we could put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering we barely know what we're doing.
I guess ultimately we're on our way to Omu afterwards.
I see.
You wouldn't have run into anyone else with a similar story, would you?
Can't say I have, no.
Excellent. I think. Is that? I'll look at Naoma and like, is that actually good?
I'm not
Well,
sure.
probably means you didn't come here then.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the best based on how he's left other areas.
Who is this?
The man that we're after that we believe to be causing the problem that we're trying to solve goes by the name of Kanoe Kelly. He's from the same village that I'm from, much further north than here. We've been tracking him for a little while now, and he seems to be, always one step ahead of us.
You need use of our tower.
Well, maybe. We're not sure. We don't know how they actually work. That's the thing that we're still trying to figure out.
Are we able to go inside it?
You would need to speak with our priest about that. Let me bring you to her.
That sounds good.
She gives the dinosaur a couple more pats. Anyone observing this can see that they know each other. They got a history. And she She leads the group towards the center of the village where the tower is. At the foot of the tower, there's a large door, an open study, and where an aging tabaxi with very long white fur and flowing robes reads over a hefty tome at a large wooden desk. And your host says, Priest, we have visitors who would like to speak with you. And the priest looks over her shoulder and says, oh, really? What can I do for you?
I'll just
well-
just gesture at Naoma.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at the group and be like, priestess, we have come to do some research and maybe potentially, with your blessing, use some power from your from the fire tower that you have here.
Okay. You hear your host pipe up and she says, they're looking for Omu. And the priest raises her long eyebrows and she stands from her chair. She looks frail, but she's steady. And she walks up towards you and says, what would you do with that power?
Well, that's what we're not really sure about, to be quite honest. We believe that it is potentially required to stop someone very bad from basically stopping any sort of afterlife. Stopping the resurrection of people and stopping, I believe, slowly decaying anyone who has previously been resurrected or spared from death.
I've heard rumors of this. It's not affected us directly here, but I suspect that it will come in time. Naoma, do you still have your sack of bones?
I would have some bones in my bag, yes. Most of them are strapped to the dinosaur.
She looks out over your shoulder at the dinosaur and sees a couple bones sticking out there. And you could tell that's what she's looking at. Like, she's looking past you at that. And then she looks at you, heavy eyelids, and says, what, you wouldn't happen to... What's with the bones?
What's in the box?
She got going with those bones.
Well, much like you, I am a priestess, although I'm unfortunately not to quite your esteem yet. But where I come from, we practice a form of religion that we worship the spirits of the surrounding area, and we frequently commune with the spirits. And you can see why what this man that we're searching for is doing is of grave concern to me. And so these are just some remains that I was hoping would be able to help us in our journey.
You know where your journey is to? And you hear your host again and be like, it's Omu. She says, she holds up a finger. And it seems like the priest wants to hear it from you specifically. She makes eye contact with Naoma.
I believe that our goal is to go to Omu. Yes, we have to. We have been tasked with visiting the remaining fire. They were called. I'll turn and look at the group. Fire fingers. Is that correct?
Fire fingers, fire towers.
The
Something
first
like that,
one
yeah.
was called the
fire
Firefinger.
towers. Yeah.
I don't know if they're all called the
Um,
Firefinger, but one of them was.
No.
So we know that there are multiple of these towers, and we're on our journey to find the remaining, and then after that, go to Omu, where we believe that he is headed. And from there, I don't know. Hopefully home.
Don't forget about
Oh, that's right.
the
Thank
place
you,
for
Thrain.
Musharib. Yeah.
Our guide, who has been, because none of us except for our guide Musharib here are natively from these lands.
Krakemar.
Yes.
Krakemar, yeah, that's it.
Musharib nods. They both share a nod. I know of that place, and I understand why you might have some unfinished business there.
I'm going to turn and look at Musharib and be like, yeah, based on what he's told us, it seems like there's something to some help we can provide to him. He's being kind enough to guide us to Omu in some way, shape, or form. But we're hoping to maybe, get a brief respite from the jungle and learn how we can harness the power of I believe your god, or whatever resides in the fire tower here.
She walks up and down. Like, is everyone in the office, the study?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. She walks up and down and just kind of like assesses everybody in the group, gives them a good long look in the eye, one by one. She arrives back at Neoma and says, I will speak to our god and see if it's meant to be. This is a great power, and we cannot just we can't lend it to people who might do harm.
That is very fair.
Is the mom still with us?
Yep.
I'll point out and be like, well, we did have 3 kids from your town here who were harassing us, and we brought them back here in perfect shape, not harmed in any way.
The mother kind of looks bashful at the ground for a moment, and the priest looks up and just also laughs and said, "Yeah, those 3 troublemakers, they try to do their part to protect our village. They perform as well as one might expect children to. I think they have bright futures."
They seem like smart kids.
I would agree.
I appreciate you letting them off the hook.
I mean, they're just kids. What were we going to do? Harm them?
What are we
We
gonna do?
could've.
Kill them? Jeez.
Yeah, we could probably.
Who could have put that idea in their heads? Jeez.
Later that night, one of them's like, I got struck by lightning.
Weird.
Weird.
So weird.
Totally weird.
Imagination of kids, huh?
And you grab one of them, noogie it.
You feel a cool but humid breeze through the doorway here. You see outside that there are lighting sconces all around the village, both at the base of the trees, at the stables, and up in the tree houses. The sun is beginning to set.
So I don't know what sort of timetable you have. When were you gonna go talk to your god?
The priest holds up a cloud finger and says, I will speak with her tonight.
Oh, okay, cool. And how? No rush at all. How long do you think that's gonna take?
It'll take the night. You can check back in with me in the morning.
Okay, cool.
I will go and speak with her and see what her wisdom is.
All right. And I'll turn to is the mom's still there, I'm assuming. So I'll turn to her and I'll just be like, we don't want to impose, but is there any sort of like treehouse for rent, or is there like a motel, or any sort of guest accommodations in this village? It's fine if the answer is no.
The priest raises her eyebrows again and looks down her nose a little bit towards the host and says, warmth of the hearth, would you mind bringing our guests to the guest house for the night? She nods.
Sick.
Well, thank you very much, head priestess. I guess we shall be on our way.
Yes. Good to meet you. I will speak to you in the morning.
God, if we speak to you first.
Hey! Warmth of the hearth kind of does a this way gesture to bring you across the village. You see that Peanut Butter Brownie is being led to one of the stables, and she says, oh, put your dinosaur up for the night.
Lovely.
This
According to your kids, I believe the dinosaur originated from this village.
she did.
But we ran into her being chased through the jungle in a panic by a bunch of undead.
Undead.
Wait a second, Naomi. How are there skeletons running around? I thought we couldn't. I thought the undead were. What? Wait, I'm just processing this.
Warmth of the hearth looks alarmed.
I'm assuming that there's some greater power forcing them to come back. They don't have souls. They're not.
It's just souls. It's not undead stuff. I see.
Yeah. Are there not normally undead in the area?
Oh no, that's not something we usually see here at all.
Okay, yeah, there were we actually found Peanut Butter Brownie as she was being chased by a bunch of skeletons. Like a lot.
Like hundreds of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. That might explain what happened to her original keepers.
I mean, if you want to put any thought towards that, maybe, but I wasn't.
It ain't gonna happen to us.
She was sold to a dinosaur jockey in Port Yanzaru a couple of years ago. So it's curious to see her come back this way, though. Dinosaurs never forget where they were hatched.
Oh,
That's
cool. Neat. That's good to know.
Yeah.
She made it a long ways by herself then.
It could be that she was taken out into the jungle for other purposes. Dinosaurs also make a great companion in these parts, as you've probably discovered. But
we did discover that.
Yeah, our brief time with her was great, very helpful.
Undead.
I don't know if you have a night watch or something like that,
We
but it
do.
might be. And I think Branton would back me up on this, but I think it might be worth alerting them or doubling the guard for the time being in case these undead find their way here.
Yeah, you're not wrong, because now that I'm thinking about it, the last place that we set up camp for a little while was Camp Vengeance, and they were getting slammed by undead every night.
Oh, that
Uh,
oaf.
What?
The oaf that runs Camp Vengeance.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah. he's better
He's
now.
got some problems. Yeah, we
he's
fixed
better
some
now.
things.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Still might be an oath, but better.
Yeah, still like I would say oaf adjacent isn't out of the question. Yeah.
Oaf Jason. She kind of, her brow remains furrowed as she leads you towards a little guest hut. Many of the huts are set in the trees, but some of them are on the ground. This is one of the huts on the ground that she leads you to, and opens the door
as
and
I see
ushers
that
you
we're
in.
going to one on the ground, I'm gonna be like, I appreciate you.
She nods.
Just saying, you the best.
I'm going to lean over to Clyde and be like, I was really worried I was going to have to climb that tree.
Well, yeah, you're bad at things.
Yeah, that wasn't working very well. You would have helped, right?
I mean, I can't climb it for you.
That's fair.
I mean, I could climb it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean over to Clyde. I'm like, you were hoping we were gonna be in the tree, weren't you?
I mean, I'll still go up there. I ain't scared.
Warmth of the Hearth says, well, I will take my leave. If you need anything, I live up there. She points to one of the houses and one of the nearby trees. Thank you for taking care of my children.
Yeah, thank you for giving us a place to settle in for the night.
It's my pleasure.
How big is this place?
It's pretty, like, you know those vacation cabins that are like a kitchen with a bed? It's kind of like, it's larger than that. Like it's there's enough room that everybody can be comfortable here.
Okay, as soon
So
as
it's like
she's
that, but with several beds.
As soon as she's out of earshot, I'm gonna lean over and be like, Jeff, can you fit the hut in here?
Look around, kind of do some rough estimation. I'm assuming is this building square?
It's round. It's like, well, it's like octagonal. Like,
ooh, I'm like, this might actually work okay.
it's a yurt.
Like, that might actually work all right, to be honest. It would have been weird if, it was a, square building, round dome situation. But, and yeah, so like, I never remember how big the yurt is. The yurt, Jeff's magical yurt is, all right, yeah, 10-foot radius, so it's 20-foot diameter. How big is this, like, rough footprint?
I'll say it's like, I don't know how big are houses? It's like 50 feet by 50 feet.
Okay.
It seems like a good yurt size.
Okay, yeah, no, if it's that big, yeah, we can definitely fit the dome in here. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I'm just gonna say,
I'm a good guess.
I'm
My
gonna
years
say
of falling off high things have made me a good judge of distance.
I'd prefer. They seem nice, but I'd still prefer to be in the hut in here if we can.
I mean, if nothing else, it gets rid of the humidity.
True.
Yep. So yeah, like I think last thing I'll do, when we all decide to go to sleep, would be to put the dome up, in as without trying not to clip it through the building, but still covering whatever beds we're in. But yeah, that'll be the last thing I do before I go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you put a yurt in a yurt. You effectively create a Russian stacking doll out of this building. And
Yurtception.
yep. Yeah. There's a series of beds. A lot of them are bunk beds, but if you want to move them into the center of this kind of yurt building to get in the middle of Jeff's yurt, you may do that. They're not bolted down.
Yeah,
that's a good
we'll
call.
move the beds and stuff and make it as comfortable as possible since we have them available to us.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'd also like to set up the water catcher. I'm going to do this outside. Set up the water catcher and set down like a blanket and stuff to catch a bunch of stuff. And I want to cast create food and water.
Okay.
Wait,
Alright,
but why do
so-
I keep preparing it if you can do that?
I don't know. We went over this the
Create
other
more
night.
food and water.
Sometimes
So-
you want to make 80 pounds of food, not just 40.
Sometimes you want some actual food to go with your gray slop.
Hey, I'm doing my best, okay? And I'll like slam my spices on the ground and be like, this is bullshit.
A bunch of tabaxi look over their shoulders as you do this.
Sorry.
One of them waves, and then they just go back about their business.
I'm like, this is fucking bullshit now. Stop shitting on my fucking, god damn it.
I was just commenting that I'm preparing this spell as well every day.
Yeah, but then you called my food slop.
No, my food is slop.
So is mine.
I can only make like the
It's the same
gray
thing.
amorphous, flavorless nutrient blob.
We're casting the same spell, Helmy.
Oh, I assumed yours came out different. I don't know why.
Oh no, yeah, I'm just flavoring the food to the best of my ability.
Oh, that's the trick.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll refill everybody's water, and then I'll try and prep up some dinner for the night.
Okay.
Yeah,
Once
I don't have any specific anything that I'm planning on doing. Just sort of relaxing, taking in the space. I'll arrange the beds and just move them, and I'll just keep I'll arrange them in the middle, and then look at them, and
Cuddle puddle?
then just kind of and then rearrange them again. They're only the angle is really the only thing changing, and it's still all relative to each other. And it's just I'll do that 5 or 6 times until I just decide. It's yeah, that's
It's just Animal Crossing decorating.
yeah, that's what I want. Exactly.
I guess I'm gonna just sit down while everyone's doing their things and just absentmindedly play some music as I sort of take in the surroundings.
While you're playing the music, one of the tabaxi kids from earlier comes over, and sits down. It's Amber, and he just kind of sits down across from you and stares at you while you play for a moment.
Go ahead.
And he says, the priest isn't gonna let you take our conduit.
Whoa! What?
Who said anything about taking anything?
Well, hopefully we won't have to. We don't want to take it. We
Jeff,
just want some ability to access its power.
Jeff, are you the one carrying the conduit?
Yes, and I want to.
Check your
I'm
check
gonna
your
double.
goddamn pockets.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check to make sure I'm still the one carrying the thing from the fire finger.
The basketball-shaped stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure it'd be hard to miss, but maybe it's lulling me into a false sense of security.
I mean, yeah, it's still in your inventory.
Okay, sick. Like I check a couple pockets, like I'm just like, oh right, yeah, this
Doesn't fit in a pocket.
You pat your dump truck butt. There it is.
Amber's eyes go wide, and he says, "What's that?"
This was something that a bunch of very mean Terrafolk had, and because they were very mean to an Aarakocra, we took it from them.
And then they tried to drop a building on us.
Yes.
A whole building.
Mm-hmm.
A whole, not even just a building. It's a very similar tower to the one that's here.
Wow.
We barely got out with our lives.
You see the flames of the cook fire dancing in the reflection of the stone, and Amber seems transfixed by it.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to as we start to generally recant the story to Amber, just like creating visuals, like gray spirity visuals of the story as we're telling it.
And when we get to the climax of the story, I'm gonna thaumaturgy to make the campfire flicker brighter.
Okay, yeah. He watches this with a lot of interest, and suddenly you notice that his two siblings are also beside him, watching the images in the globe. And as the fire swells, they all you can see their fur kind of stand up on end, and they kind of sit bolt upright for a moment and then calm down. Wow.
True story.
And that brings us to you, to meeting you.
And that's why you should wash your hands.
Yeah, look at their little grubby paw pads, and then they look up and they nod.
I'm going to point in a random direction and be like, do you see my friend Clyde over there?
Clyde, are you in a tree?
Yeah.
I'm intentionally pointing in a direction that I know he's not.
Yep.
So, like, there's no possible way you could be over there. I'm just like,
Okay.
you see
Yeah.
Clyde over there?
And I'm looking down at you, looking like the opposite direction, just like,
You see them all looking. One of them starts to do that cat chatter little thing. And two of them admit that they do not see anything, but one of them does not. And one of them just says, yeah, I see.
Oh, well, then you are very talented because he's an expert at hiding.
Wow.
And if you can find him, maybe we'll have a little treat for you when you get back.
I'm gonna stealth.
Shit, they're coming for me. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
Oh,
It happened! It finally happened!
Oh, man.
So, okay.
Still a 15.
Still.
The one that claimed to know where he is, she's like, follow me, I saw him. And they kind of move in the direction where you were pointing, but then they kind of start to do a more broad search. And as they do this, Clyde falls out of the tree and lands right in front of the group. And they're like, We found him. We get a treat.
Yeah, and I'll just yell surprise. I don't yell it. I just say it like that. Like I'm in pain, and I'm like surprise.
I'll be honest, Clyde. I didn't know you were right there.
Well, there I am,
Just in a heap on
and
the
I'm just
ground.
like I'm laying there.
I'll walk over and I'll spare the dying. Get up, rub some dirt on it.
I'll get up and like dust myself off.
They're like, wow, it's like glowing. The rest of the Tabaxi folks in the town are also just kind of there's a circle now around the glowing rogue.
This isn't usually how I roll.
One of the adult Tabaxi starts applauding.
Mm.
And everyone joins in a polite golf clap.
Why are they clapping? What are they doing?
Threatens magic.
I think they think it's performance.
Also, you're glowing still, so they yep.
They
I think
you're
they
a
think you know how to
god.
glow.
Wait, I'm a god?
No, you're not. They just think you
Oh,
are.
To them, you might be. In the terms of the story, you are.
all right. Oh, yes. Bow before me.
No, I'm kneeling, like playing
None of
music,
the
and I'll just
Tabaxi
like bow
move.
down.
Oh, should I roll deception?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here we go. 16.
The kids all are like buying into this big time, and the three of them just do a really deep bow. The adults are just all right. They're not buying it, but they'll humor the kids.
We're entertaining the children.
Yes.
Yes, I am the master of stealth. Witness me.
I'm standing next to this group, just like, wait, what?
I'll give Jeff a little elbow and be like, pretty cool, huh? Yeah? Good plan, huh?
You know, yeah, sure.
Yeah! High five.
Bam.
Amber comes up and sits beside Naoma again and says, I'll tell you a secret for a treat.
Oh,
As I sneak by Naoma, like just walking to do some stuff, I'll hand her most of my bag of bacon, of jerky rather.
yeah, I'll stop playing and reach into the bag and pull one out. Secret for a treat?
Yeah.
Well, I did promise you a treat if you found Clyde, so, and I'll hand over the treat.
Okay. He grabs for it. He takes it in both of his paws and just kind of starts munching on the piece of jerky. It's a big old slab of jerky to this little guy. And he says the priest doesn't do anything unless the god tells her.
Well, that makes sense. She's a devoted follower.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a good priestess.
The god doesn't like to share though.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, hopefully, Shigambi will be willing to help us.
I'll lean over and be like, so when you say Shikaka doesn't like to share, what do we not like to share?
Nagambi instructs us to keep our resources close.
Oh, so not share with outside. You're not saying that they don't share with you. You're not saying that your family's starving you.
No.
Okay, good. All right. That's fine. I thought we were gonna have a whole different problem. You're good, kid.
No, we have plenty within our village. But we must keep our resources close so that we can fight evil. That's what she says.
Without any context, that makes sense.
Well, hopefully there won't be much evil for you to fight. And I'll like tussle the fur on their head.
Amber finishes up the jerky, and you hear warmth of the hearth call from up in the tree. It's getting late now. She calls her children back. They all come running and scamper up the tree. There are ladders and such, but they just use their claws.
Kids.
And as Amber is running away, I'll be like, and if we need any trap set, we know who to call.
Yeah. She looks over her shoulder and giggles, or he looks over his shoulder and giggles and runs off.
Clyde. Oh, and I'll wave. Can you do me a favor and maybe see if you get the chance tonight, try to listen in on what the priestess is doing in the tower?
Sure. Am I still glowing?
Not anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. And I'll stealth.
Because as
30.
I'm talking, I'm just like, because if they don't want to share, then we're gonna have to find a different solution. Clyde?
And I just like walk into the shadows and disappear.
And he out.
And I'll be like, I'm still listening.
Oh, well, if they don't, we're gonna have to find another way to do this that will not be as ideal. So any information you can
what
gather,
would that be?
we'll discuss it later.
Do you need me to kill them?
No, not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Okay.
So I have a honest concern because I don't fully remember the exact cause and effect of our last tower escapade.
Well, I have concerns as well because
like I don't remember if it was specifically removing this from the tower is what caused its destruction, like in a magical sense or a structural sense, or if it was literally any of the other shit I did that caused the the tower to fall down.
it happened the instant that the gem came out. So
yeah,
it's either structural at the top or magical.
Yeah. So
if we try to collect this thing, we could have some problems.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm hoping that we'll be able to gain its power or transfer its power into another object or something temporarily so that the tower doesn't get destroyed.
That would be ideal if possible.
Because I really don't want to destroy the building that these people have worshipped for thousands upon thousands of years.
Yeah.
Or however long they've been here.
Yeah, I didn't care about tearing down the Firefinger because screw those Terrafolk.
There.
But here I would have some pause for that. God damn it, no.
Yeah.
Hate it. Anyway, as a player, hate it. Yeah, so I think we'll see what the priestess says. And I don't know. Before I go to bed, I guess I want to mull this over, thinking about this rock now that I've had a chance to actually sit in a safe space and examine it.
Mhm.
Like, can I do an Arcana on it to see if I've ever heard of anything like this in my travels?
Yeah, what in particular do you want to know about it?
Well, I want to know, like, in general, like, what if I can have a guess at what it is, really, other than a big glowy shiny rock. Um, and and if Naoma's theory is something that could work, like if this could be a vessel for additional magic mojo, or if its power could be transferred out or in. Yeah, I want to know if this is just like a giant magic battery, or if I've heard of anything else like these.
Okay. Yeah, roll that check.
16.
Okay. You look at it and you study it, and it starts to take on kind of a cloudy look beneath the surface. It seems like it houses a creature of some kind. It's warm in your hand. Well, in your hands.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Oh, yeah,
we knew this.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Okay,
It has
so
a fire elemental in it.
that's right. So, all right. Okay, that's right. I forgot.
We can
I
crack
completely
it to
forgot.
get that
We can
out.
crack it to open up and let out a fire elemental.
Fire
so
emblem.
so given so if I can even just change the 16 over to this new theory, unless you want me to roll again. But given my specific history with fire and fire elementals and big fire elementals, do I know that this is something that like could house another one? Or is it at capacity, probably?
It is likely at capacity.
Okay.
Fire elemental is a lot of energy to contain,
Uh-huh.
but it's probably also a pretty big fire elemental in its own right.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. I hope that we don't have to take this other stone. Though I do like the idea of having a bunch of elementals ready to go. It's surprisingly handy.
Collect them all.
Actually,
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see if this one is as structurally unsound as the other one, the other tower.
yeah, the other tower was pretty already.
It was in bad shape before we got there. Yeah.
One of the things that you have noticed that's been very clear about this tower is that it is very well kept up. The stonework is all intact. You can see some areas that have been repaired very skillfully over the years.
Okay. So that's good news. That's a pick in our favor if we do have to or are allowed to take this thing.
I highly suspect they will not allow us to just take it.
Yeah, probably not.
But didn't oh god, Nefir give us a similar looking rock?
He found that we could make clay and jam it into a thing.
Yeah, I thought he did that and gave us something like that.
We decided that we weren't going to carry it because it's so big. We could just find this clay anywhere.
Oh yeah, we were talking about maybe like making fakes to pass off if we had to. And yeah, Nefir kind of confirmed that yeah, you can make a fake rock.
One of the things you've noticed about this rock in your in your handling of it is that it does kind of have a dormant dull state, and it has like a brighter lit state. And when you take the time to kind of consider and look at it, it seems to actually actively light up.
Do we have this stone just out in the open?
Yeah, I figure I have it on a table as I'm checking it out.
Oh, but in the hut.
Yeah, in the hut. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't know. Are we any more questions on the gem while we're looking at it?
I don't think I have any. I need to sleep on this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean I'm intrigued by this like active not active state or active dormant state that it has, because I mean, like we sort of talked about before, like if it would be nice if we didn't have to shatter this thing to release a fire elemental. So I'm just wondering if there is a way, and we just haven't figured it out yet.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what happens in the tower tomorrow morning when we talk to the priestess, or the person who's going up there for us. So, we able to settle in for the night now?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I was gonna go spy.
Oh yeah, you're spying.
Clyde's adventure. Okay, we'll pick up
I'm
on
a
that
spy.
next time. We will begin with Clyde's recon and hopefully have a morning on the other end of it. So that's our game for tonight.
We did it.
We did it! Thanks,
Yay.
everybody!
Woo!
Alright, so let's see. What's the deal? We're not playing next week.
Not with
We're
that.
not?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, Ian and I are not in town.
Yep. Ark and I are out of town.
Yes!
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Yep.
Hopefully the week after we'll pick it back up. I'll get in touch with you all just to confirm that.
Yep.
Before I make any promises on the Twitter. And yeah.
Yep.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Yep. So
Good exposition.
was
Oh,
good
We're friends.
expedition.
we're
Yeah.
friends with everybody. Cat people.
Yeah.
Cat
Let's
people.
see. What else we
Putting out
got?
fire with gasoline.
Yeah, trying to be friends with people is much more difficult than I attack you.
Oh yeah. Oh, like-
Social encounters.
Let's be honest. If these weren't children,
They'd be dead.
Dead.
yeah.
Yo,
If these were
I
just
wouldn't
like
have killed them. It would have been someone else. Not me.
they were just
definitely
like
not Clyde.
thieving monkeys or something, then yeah, no. But which is why
If it
that
were
was
those goblins that screwed us over on the river, like they'd be dead.
little
So
bastards.
dead. Probably the deadest you've ever imagined.
Yeah. Yeah, like Ark said, no D&D next week. We out of town. And I don't think the hotel Wi-Fi is gonna be good enough to run a stream.
We can LAN party it. We can bring all our gear.
Wait, look, we could. We
Yeah, where
totally
are you guys
could.
going? We'll just all come to you.
Ah,
Look, I actually kind of like that idea, but like, no joke.
We'll discuss it.
If we could ever arrange a day where we get an Airbnb or a hotel room or something and play around a table at some cool house or like a cabin or some crap, hell yes.
Destination.
At the very
Destination
least,
D&D.
at the very least, record it and play it later. But yeah, so no dice on that this week or next week. This week we're also no, like we said last time, no 5-hit list coming down this week. Turkey Day takes precedence. We'll all be enjoying that Thanksgiving holiday.
Top 5 turkeys. Top 5 ways to cook a turkey.
Look, they're all good. It would be hard to. It's hard. See, there's really only 5. But yeah, ranking that 5. That would
Probably
be
just fall asleep while talking about it.
probably.
Already
So
full of food.
yeah, so no dice on that. But yeah, we hopefully will be able to pick all of those things up at the next scheduled time. More good news about our upcoming Humblewood game. That is coming together. We're starting to get the ball rolling on characters and setting and all that sort of stuff for that. Hosted by our good friend Jekka. That will be coming down likely on Tuesdays in the coming future. More details as that happens. We'll put all that good stuff out on Twitter and everything, so everybody knows what's up with that. But in the meantime,
Cool.
do have a good night.
And buy a thing from the people that make the things.
That is true. That is true.
Do
Yeah,
it.
buy a thing from our good friends Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. We both
Nope.
spelled it wrong. Yeah, good. Go us.
I win.
Thank you, Brian.
Hey!
Yeah, do buy some stuff from our good friends at Jamhammer Gaming. In addition, I don't know if the codes overlap. I will put that caveat out here. But if you use code PowerWordCasual, you get 10% off your order. All of their cool dice and cards and books and cool stuff like that. In addition, they are also doing their annual Lichmas celebration, which is a additional. I think it might be a sale. It's definitely free shipping on orders. So again, I don't know if the stuff combines, but it's worth a shot. Definitely patronize their store. They're cool people.
Don't patronize me. Patronize this store.
Yes. It's one of those great
Be
dual
patrons.
words. Yeah. Be patrons of Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. If you want to be patrons of us as well, please sub, please cheer, all good. Use that code, we get kickbacks from that, so you can be patrons of us and Gemhammer at the same time.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
2 for 1. It's a 2 for 1.
It's
Everybody wins.
wow, what a deal.
All right, we did it.
But yeah, but
Excellent. All right.
that's what we got. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope everybody has a nice night. Goodbye.
Bye.